Good morning. Happy Monday. Actually, happy Labor Day. And shout out to all those wonderful people that paved the way so that we can celebrate Labor Day. So, shout out to you guys. I hope you are enjoying, and if you have to work, that you're not having to work too hard today. So, today's going to be very, very low key and somewhat of a chatty video, because if I'm being 100% here, I'm struggling mentally. And if you've been here for a while, you know I did go through counseling. They stopped the sessions probably about 2 months ago, maybe. And I'm feeling like it's time for me to get back into it. Yeah, I'm really having a hard time, and I'll go more into it a little bit later. But let's get into my first meal. And I will start off too that I'm so behind with videos. I don't know. I've been in a rut. I've been really in a rut, and I got to get out of it. I got to snap myself out of this. So I was going to do waffles, but I'm like, let's just do some pancakes. And I have my protein coffee. So I'm going to eat that. I'm in my office, and it is a shitty mess. God, no one should be living like this. And I really need to pull this together. So I think what I'm going to do is try to tackle the top of my desk here that's full of shit and go from there. Yeah. And like I said, we'll chat a little bit later. So I'm going to eat and get this day going. Okay, I am back. It is lunchtime. So what I have here is a meatball sandwich. So I dug out of my freezer. This is bad, you guys. There's a lot of stuff in my downstairs freezer I need to use. I've done this before. I said I'm going to shop from my downstairs freezer, and I'm going to be doing that from now on, trying to use up all that stuff, find recipes for all of it. So these were the chicken meatballs I had, and I made a sandwich out of it. So I'm going to eat this, and I'm going to come back a little bit later, and we're going to have a little bit of a chit chat. So I will see you then. Oh, this bowl looks crazy. Huh. Okay, a little better. See you later. Hello, everyone. We're going to sit down for a little chit chat. I'm going to do my best to not trauma dump. But I have been going through some things mentally. The best way I can describe this is to kind of go back a little bit. So this is going to be such a condensed version of my mental health, okay? I think I needed mental health as a young child. I remember, when I sit down and think about it, as a young child, having these spurts of severe depression, anxiety, just overall not being very happy. Let me preface this by saying I grew up very poor, very, very poor. So even as a young child, not having access to a lot of the things that I really needed because of finances was an issue. I did not see the dentist a whole lot. There was no counseling whatsoever, even though it was brought up sometimes, but it never came to fruition. I guess money. So to make a long story short around that, just even as I went into my adulthood, poverty, having 2 kids, being the sole breadwinner, did not have time to focus on mental health. The only focus I could have was surviving day to day and not becoming homeless with 2 children. So that's kind of the backdrop, because I never really took care of my mental health. I would say within the last, okay, I did extensive counseling. Maybe by extensive, I mean, I went for maybe 7 months for a while, and I thought things were okay. Then I did another stint. That was quite a few years ago. I'm talking a long time ago, probably 10 years ago or more. Then probably about 3 years ago, I did a couple of months. So, and then just recently, I went for a while, and she was really good. And what she did, she gave me tools. She said, therapy is not forever, but they're supposed to give you tools to be able to navigate life. So I guess the problem I'm experiencing now is multifaceted. So, not happy with work, family issues, and not happy at all with where I'm living. So, to dive more into that a little bit, I've been working since I was probably maybe 16, 17. I feel, and I know I'm not the only one, burnt out mentally. It's like my brain has just checked out. And, you know, I was get, you know, when I talked about it before, I would get comments, change your job, do this, do that. I went to 2 different job coaches and was basically told the same thing in a different way. You know, with my age and where I'm at in life and retirement being this close, you know, it was be really tricky for them to go look for me for something, especially starting off at the bottom, the lowest person on the totem pole, okay, new into a position where the job market is very fragile. And how it was explained to me, it's very fragile all over, and it's really hard. And the economy doesn't seem like, when it comes to work, it's going to stabilize anytime soon within the next 10 years. And before even that, I will be retired anyway. So what they were kind of told me in a nutshell is to stay where I'm at. If there's any way I can stick it out, because what they would essentially be doing is looking for a position, hopefully, if they could find one with the pay that I'm making now, because I can't go down in pay. And that was another thing. There is no way for me to go down in pay. Not at the stage of the game where I'm at when it comes to retirement. And if you understand, you understand. Because retirement is based off of your last 2 years, your highest gross earnings. There's no damn way I'm going down in pay. That would be detrimental to me, economic-wise, period. So there's just no chance for me to do that. They could not guarantee, like I said, finding me a job with all my skills and, you know, and all that, starting off where I'm at or even higher. And with the job market being so fragile, if another shakeup or something happens, I would be the first one gone, and that would not be good, especially with my age with retirement. Because if I were to get laid off right now at my age, I'm just retired. That's just how it is. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. So combined with that, I'm tired. I'm just so mentally checked out with work, and work hasn't been nice the last couple of years anyway for me. I've really been struggling and just really trying to get through and praying I don't get fired, because I'm so burnt out. I'm so tired. I'm beginning to push back because I'm so tired of a lot of the BS and the crazy. So the family part I'm not going to talk about, but the weather part. So I've been in Seattle for about probably 22 years, 22, 23 years, whatever. Well, when I first moved here, little known to me, my old job that I had left, they all had a bet going that I would be back within 2 years because Seattle is a very dark, gloomy place. And to my surprise, when I first moved here, I actually embraced the dark, the gloomy, the gray, the rain, the blah, the blah, the blah. It wasn't until about a good, I'm going to say 12 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, that for some reason, my body's not liking it. It's detesting it to the point it has me in tears sometimes. The gray, especially I don't like cold. I don't like cold. I don't like the rain. So while I had tools in therapy, and therapy always teaches you there are things that are within your span of control, and there's things that are not within your span of control. And you have to focus on the things that's within your span of control. And to a degree, I have kind of done that. But the pressing issues for me that is really bringing me down, again, it is now September. And usually August is our hottest month. And I've spoke about this before, but we started getting really hot weather in July. I mean, to our surprise, really hot weather. So now it's kind of tapering off. We've had rain this morning and it's getting ready. I can feel it. I don't know, if something in my body, it tells me I can feel when that change is getting ready to come, and it's happening. We're getting back, going to the gray. The rain is going to kick back in. It's going to soon be cold as fuck. I'm going to be getting up in the dark, going to work. It's just not that is not my cup of tea. And how in the world is a therapist going to help me deal with something like that? You know, I can't change my jobs. I can't move because I am working and I have to bring in an income. I feel trapped. I feel stuck. I feel like I just want to burst into tears because, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest, true joy and happiness I have not had probably in 8 or 9 years. I don't know. I mean, just true joy, just, because my spouse always said, you don't look happy. What's wrong? Is there something wrong? You don't look happy. The truth of the matter is, I'm not happy. I'm not. And I have a therapy session set up, but I just don't see therapy working this time around the way it did the first time. Yes, again, my apologies, my video cut off. But like I was saying, I have a whole lot. My counselor did give me skills, some coping skills for things. But unfortunately, those coping skills where I need them to work the most will not work. And this time around, I think that's what I'm going to focus on, my core issues. And I'm just being completely honest. I'm not sure there's going to be a fix for it. I don't know. I just don't see it being a fix. But I'm going to break here because that's what my little talk was more or less about, that I'm not in a good headspace. And I'm dealing with it the best way that I can. I am, and I'm trying so hard not to. Alrighty, I am back. So because this video went a little longer than I expected because I got a little bit chatty, I will tell you what my final meal was. I had some Japanese sweet potato and some chicken breast, and that's it. Nothing more. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and close this video out. I'm going to put this up today because it did go over my time limit, what I budget for. Yeah, I try to keep them short. So I try to compact 3 days of eating and keep it within 15 minutes or less. So this one has already went way over. So I'm going to cut it off here and get this video up for you guys. Thank you so much for listening, for your good thoughts, just for all your support, all your amazing support. And I will be continuing the video for Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday will go up on Wednesday afternoon. So I will be seeing you again. Mwah!